super cool new tool here we're really proud of. We've been working on this for a very long time with our friend and partner, Walter Sorrels. We've had various different jigs and clamps that we've used to get bone and stag on a knife, but this is absolutely by far the best. We solved several problems with this jig. Before we had two pieces, so with the two pieces, occasionally they would misalign and you would drill your holes that weren't parallel. So with this one, with these two rods, they stay flat. Also, these rods are flared on one side, so if you do need to turn it up, they will not fall out. And if you have a monster knife with a gigantic handle, like maybe something Big Hand Dave would use, you can always slide them apart for a gigantic handle. So on the other jig that actually has a rod in it like ours, it has a couple problems too. It has a some of them have a screw that screws up and pushes your handle material up with a screw. That screw will mar your really nice jigged bone or stag. You got a screw pushing into it. We don't. We've got this Delrin plate that pushes up on it. So that's another problem that we solved. And most of these jigs require an Allen head or something to push that screw up or push these plates up. And we have these little knobs here. So super simple. I've got my blade. I've already drilled my 3 holes, 2, 4, 6, 8, how many ever holes you want to drill. Easy to line it up. My handle material, I've got a little thin green liner on the back and it's already flat, and my blade is flat. This works with a taper tang too, just as long as it's not a gigantic 1/4 inch or anything really big. As long as it's up to about 5/32, you can use a taper tang. So I want to put my knife on there about halfway. So I'll center it up. And then I simply slide it in, super easy. And I'm looking down, look down this way, Dirk. I look down and see that hole. I've got plenty of room to drill it, so I start tightening up. I think Walter's already done a video, but who knows? Maybe he left something out. Nice and snug. Of course, we got this Delrin pushing up on it that is non-marring. No tools. Now I've got 2 more holes here. I'm just going to kind of center up on these and just tighten my little knobs up. That's it. That's super simple. Now I check to make sure it's flat. It is. There's 0 wiggle. That's super flat. That's ready to drill. So always pay attention to which side is which when you're drilling 2 sides, because you're not drilling both sides at the same time. So once this is set up, I get ready to drill it. Again, I hold it on this plate and it's really flat. I'm not going to move. The holes are going to be parallel. I've got a couple little indicators here that just lock it in once I drill a hole. So I'm going to drill my front hole. Also, this is not a 1/4 inch drill. This is a 6.5. At Pops, we sell drills that are 1.5 thousandths over the hole. So a 0.250 drill bit will not go into or pin will not go in a 0.250 hole. So this is oversized just enough to still fit in the hole really nice and not leave a glue ring. Drill it out. Go ahead and mark it, just in case it slides. Flip around and get the middle hole. Mark it. Now, I get the last hole. Okay. Now, that one's the left, just to make sure, I'm gonna put an R on this one. That one's the right. Now, a lot of guys at this point are kind of stunned on what to do, how to move forward from here. Super easy. Pull my indicators out, slide it out, and put them right back in. Now, while that scale is on the knife, I take a fine point Sharpie and I trace the blade. Super simple. Right there is about where the top is going to be. Make a mark on each side and then go across. And there's the scale. Now, when I grind this scale, because it's not flat on the bottom, it is round. There we go, look, 3 perfect clean here. I will hold it flat. So I'm on the grinder. I'm not gonna hold it like this or this or this. I'm gonna try to hold it pretty flat. And I'm gonna grind it. Right to the line. I won't go past the line or too close to the line. But that's it. There's one scale. Where's that garbage can, Dirk? So again, lay that on the knife. I have to go back and do the other one, and then I can, once I do the other side, I'll put the scales together, and then I can cut the tops and set the tops. We'll do another video on how to set these tops. But again, this was the, see, that was the left side. Real quick on how to do the right. Make sure you don't get these mixed up, because you don't want to do 2 left sides or 2 right sides. Going to the right side, I center it up. Slide it in the tool, the jig. And what's so cool about this, on the other ones you had to, while you're doing this, you had to take an Allen head and try to tighten it, and the knife would slide out and one would fall, and then you'd scratch the knife up. I've got my finger and thumb here, and I'm pinching it, and I'm holding right there, and I just slip it in, and then I tighten them up. Once the back one kind of gets locked in, easy peasy. And I'll kind of center up this one. Tighten the knobs up. Check to see if it's flat. Perfect. Go ahead and drill the other side real quick. Same thing, I'll drill the back hole. Lock it in. Now you'll see when I pull this off, so easy to use, so easy to use, so easy. It slips in, it slips right out. If I wasn't talking, really going fast, I could do 10 of these in 30 minutes. Pins are lined up perfectly. And I'm just gonna flip this over, do the same thing. Go ahead and indicate the right side. Trace it with a fine point pen. And then again, the top is going to be somewhere right in here. That's it. I'll go find it. These two scales are ready to glue up. Knife's ready to glue up. Of course, got to finish the knife. But that's it, guys. We are very, very happy with this. Walter figured a lot of this stuff out, and we're very happy with this tool. So get yours at Pops.